this president, this party will come and promise us they are going to do this for us. This party will come, they are going to do this for us. But for all that, we are not just witnessing anything. We are not witnessing. So I had 11 voters in my house, and I promised myself all of them will not vote because of this promise and faith promise. If they want us to vote for them, they should surely do what they promised for. They should fulfill their promise.
We have only 2 major routes that we used to travel on, but we've seen that this time round we don't have any of those routes to travel on. NPP and NDC in this Saboba constituency, some of the youth here are not ready to vote for them. Me per se, I'm not ready to vote for those 2 political parties.
Our people are not doing anything. They want their stomach alone. They don't care the youth. When they change our town, our route, that's the reason I will vote for them. If they didn't change it, I won't vote for them.
Some constituents of Saboba expressing their grievances over what they perceive as neglect by successive NPP and NDC governments. The Saboba constituency is located at the northeastern part of the northern region. The main occupation of inhabitants is farming, while some engage in trading. A few others are engaged in the formal sector. The constituency can boast of 2 senior high schools and a technical institute. The constituency since 1992 has been noted as a stronghold of the National Democratic Congress, with Moses Bukari Mabungba as the first NDC candidate from 1993 to 1997. He handed the baton to Nayor Blijo, who stood for a term as he was defeated by Charles Bintim of the New Patriotic Party in 2004. Charles Bintim fell to Joseph Bukari Nimpe of the NDC in 2008. He made a strong comeback in 2016 and emerged winner in a keen contest. However, the incumbent lost during the NPP constituency primaries to Abraham Jawo, who will be battling it out with the NDC's Joseph Bukari Nimpe. As political parties intensify campaigns for the December 7 elections, some voters in the area say they will not vote, but supporters of the NPP believe the NPP administration initiated enough projects for the development of the people.
A few days ago, the constituencies were completely cut off, and it has to take the intervention of our parliamentary candidates to provide a vote as a stopgap measure to demonstrate to the people of Saboba that this is a leader that you can count. And we've tried other people, and road continues to be our major challenge. He is the only savior we look up to be able to salvage the people of Saboba from the problem that we have in terms of road. We've tried Nimpe, who was our MP for a good 8 years. He never could advocate on the floor of parliament that this was our MP, that we have issues with road, that road construction was one of the major problems facing his constituency. Should we retry him? No. We just have to change. That we'll try a new candidate who has the credibility and the power to be able to make things happen for the constituency. And that is Honorable Jawo Abraham.
Rather in the 3 years of Nana akufo-addo's government, and for that matter, our current MP, Honorable Charles Bintim, we've been able to reach out to our people out there, because there were a lot of things that they were in need of. And I think when we came for the past 3 years, if you go to Saboba, it's not just the township. Saboba is very large. If you go outskirts, you will see that there are communities who were looking for potable drinking water. Now, we've been able to drill about 42 boreholes for our communities. And I'm talking of 42 communities. Talking of one village, one dam. Most of the communities who were in need of these things, we have been able to dig some of those one village, one dams for them. And I think basically human needs are numerous. We have needs, we have wants, but I think we have chalked a lot of successes, even though we have not done all. But for what we have been able to do so far shows us clearly that the people will repose their confidence in the NPP come 7 December 2020.
But does the NDC think same?
Ever since the NPP came to power, Saboba has been blacklisted. We have never seen any project that is being implemented. This is a government that came and said they are promising every constituency, they are giving a $1 million per constituency. We are not seeing what the money is being done for. If you go to the district assembly, we have money such as DDF, that is District Development Fund. We don't know what they are using the money for. And imagine about even the $1 million per constituency. If you go to Zongo, where I come from, they started a project in 2018, a toilet facility in 2018, 2019, and 2020. Yet that same project is being abandoned by their own self-government. Whenever we are asking them salient questions, nobody wants to respond to it. So in short, I've told you our investment, talking about the road sector. I've told you what we have done in the educational sector. I've told you what we have done in the electricity sector. So based on all these records, when we are getting to the community, the people are seeing what we have done. They trust our candidate and they are very much aware that, inshallah, come 2021, they are going to vote massively for Abubakar NPP and vote massively for His Excellency John Dramani.
Look at the water problem that we have. Even this water thing that they are talking about, it was during this time we secured these projects. Well, and the World Bank, we said this is on the radio several times, and they said it wasn't true, that it won't come on board, it won't come on, and now it has happened. And they are saying that they brought this water, and upon that we don't have water. Water doesn't flow. Water flows in only some few standpipes, and these standpipes are far away from people. So now there's water. We just, if not because of the World Vision that have given us boreholes in our communities, in fact, there would have been serious crisis in water levels, or a lot of diseases that our people have been suffering from. So we just want to tell our people that they should just keep faith in us. Just have faith in it. For the NPP, they have done their worst, they have done their best, and their best is not the best.
The NPP is coming in with a new candidate, whereas the NDC is matching them with a former. What do the supporters make of the candidates?
For me, I'm just looking at it that apart from what the opportunities this man have, because they are incumbency, and such resources will still be available to him, what other extraordinary thing is he coming to do? And so he still cannot match the former MP's performance within the period he was in office.
Change of candidate is nothing to talk about, because their candidate is an old member in town here. We know him very well. He was just a teacher like me seated here. And it was because MPP won, they took him to Accra as a CEO. But he can't boast of anything, even though it is a government appointment. But what has he done for the people of Saboba with his appointment? He has not taken anybody there to go and help in terms of employment. So I don't think changing the candidate is anything.
Saboba is one of the safest seats for MPP. We are not going to be complacent. We are going to ensure that we will campaign and let the people know what we have done in the constituency. I tell you, everywhere you go, the name Abraham Jawu rings a bell. He is one of the finest and renowned politicians in Saboba. Even though this is the first time we are presenting him, we are very optimistic that his credibility and what he has done for the constituency will enable us to win the election with a vast margin.